Welcome to Alex Cody Guide Service. We're going to talk to you today about a quick rig system for drop shot weights. It's very simple. What I like to use is a piece of wire, real thin and real pliable, okay? And then there's another piece of wire that's a little thicker, not as pliable. Two reasons why. The thin pliable stuff, this is what I use for real light line, if I'm fishing around rocks, anything that weight can get snagged on. You want to be able to drop that weight easily and not lose your hook. So this makes that very simple without having to tie an extra light line leader below the hook. It just makes it a little simpler. So basically what you do is you take a real light piece of wire, the thinner stuff here, tie it onto a small swivel. That's what that is right there. Barrel swivel, cheap swivel, doesn't make a difference what it is. All right, do about an inch and a half piece. Take any style sinker that you choose. This happens to be a round belly tungsten drop shot weight, just cylindrical in shape. You can use bullet sinkers, you can use egg sinkers. It doesn't matter if it's got a center shape. I mean, this is a Stanley jig wedge head. You can use that if you so choose. But pretty much slide that into the weight just like so. So now that weight's on that piece of wire. You can see it there. And all you do is just roll over the tip, make a little 90-degree angle there. Now that weight's on there. It's not coming off. You can cast it, and you got to put about 8 or 9 pounds of pressure on there for it to slide off. So this protects you from busting off your hook using light line around rocks. All you got to do is straighten her back out a little bit once you do lose one. Slide her back on. Make a little crimp again. Now that weight's on there good and tight. You can cast it, you can wiggle it. Like I'm whipping around pretty hard here, and this is tungsten. If it comes flying off, it can hit me in the face, it can kind of hurt. But all you gotta do is yank on it, and it comes off. Now, if you want something that's a little bit more permanent, again, I just tied this one up, or I should say wrapped this one up. This is a heavier wire. Usually I run a swivel on there. This one just doesn't have one. I didn't have an extra one handy at the time. They're all on my boat. Pretty much you do the same thing. You slide it on there, roll it over. That's a little bit bigger of a tag end. Let me make a smaller one for you. A fine pair of needle nose works great for this. Now that's on there. It's not coming off. This one, if you yank on it good and hard, like if you're power shotting or doing something heavy line, you might be able to pop this one off. But this is more of a permanent. You don't want to lose your sinker all the time, but you want a way to quick release, change it out without having to tie one on. Straighten it out with a pair of pliers, slide it off. My fingers will work. Slide it back on, crimp it over, and there's your weight. Very simple. Obviously, you put your drop shot hook of choice, your line of choice, go to town, any baits you choose. But try this little technique, especially the light wire one with the barrel swivel on it. You won't be disappointed. You'll lose a lot less fish around rocky situations and any type of a snag that your weight can get caught on. I've lost a lot of fish due to a snag catching the weight. And your weakest point on your line with a drop shot is obviously you're not as attached to your hook. So when that happens, you're going to drop the weight, you're going to drop the fish because you're going to break your line. But again, Alex Cody Guide Service. Look me up on Facebook. Thank you.